All right, guys, this is Mitchell's time to talk about
It's Mitchell's ramblings.
Mitchell's ramblings.
You see the local news today, and
Wild man walking around with a shotgun.
I got a shotgun.
So I found Andy's Pornhub history.
What's on it?
It's extensive. Lots of midget porn.
Lots of extends. I
Lots
gotta get
of-
those pills.
Papa Blue Chew. Blue Chew, this is me reaching out. I have a massive
Erection.
erection because of your pills.
4 hours.
So furnace is off, front door is closed, kids are upstairs.
I don't know if he was recording it or not.
I hope he was.
That's so I'll put that in the ramblings.
You what?
We were talking stupid.
Oh, you were.
I don't know if you were recording it still.
Of course I'm
Oh,
recording.
okay, well then
Fucking
that'll be in the
great.
ramblings.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Since we're not for Ricky this week.
I was trying to get Billy to come, and he's like, I've never played. I'm like, yeah, me neither. Just fucking watch a video. If you can watch 2 hours of fucking pandas fucking, just goddamn it, come over here and record a goddamn episode. I'm like, you think I know shit about shit? I don't know shit about shit, bud.
You can watch a 2-hour video about pandas fucking, but you can't watch anything about Contra. God, you guys are awesome. This is the Retro Smash Video Game Podcast, wherever you are, wherever you may be listening. Thank you for hanging out with us today, live from the Gene Parmesan Memorial Studios. We are a retro video game podcast where 4 old friends sit around, drink beer, and talk about old video games.
That's right.
Edit this out.
Keep it in.
I will.
Don't you? Thank you for editing that out. I will know.
You are so welcome.
I will know.
Oh, yeah. Wink, wink, wink.
Joining me here. I don't know. So I'm trying to drink more. I'm trying to drink less pop.
I'm trying to drink more too, but
Well, I'm trying to drink less like actual real pop. So I'm drinking just every once in a while. Like this was the first bottle I had today. I had a diet root beer, and like ever since I had it, then I cracked into my Budweiser. I'm just like,
Oh, sorry. So that's whenever the is good.
Joining me here in the studio, this is the gruesome twosome. He's Mitch, and he's Andy.
more power.
Oh man, you want to talk about it? This is a good episode to have that more power. Talk about one of the most manly video game series of all time today. This is going to be great.
What's it called?
Yeah, exactly. Mitch, what have you been up to, kiddo? How are things going?
Oh, man. Been busy outside of gaming world. I've 100% one more game. I added Z Office to my 100% list. Cute little.
Z Office.
You're pretty much an office in the zombie apocalypse, and you just keep the office running. Played it for like an hour, 100%. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm going to count it because I'm so fucking busy right now. I can't even breathe. I just signed up for college, and I
Yay.
now have...
Put yourself in debt.
Actually, I might be all paid for. Or actually, it's going to be all paid for.
Oh,
so
shit.
Pretty sweet. Free college. I'm going to do it. Become an electrician.
Oh, okay. So trade school
Ooh,
stuff.
trade
Yep.
school, yeah.
Filled out like a whole FAFSA thing, and there's another thing called like Next Level Jobs. They will pay for my tuition and shit. And then the employer I work for is also going to cover everything else once I get into the apprenticeship, so it's all going to be free.
Sweet.
Yep, pretty sweet. Other than that, been trying to figure out a game to play. Been pretty dry. Been playing WWE just because we've been on the WrestleMania kick, but otherwise, I don't think I'm going to try to 100% that. I'm just kind of fucking around with it.
Did you try those? Well, I mean, I know you weren't talking about playing Bioshock, but what about Hitman or the other one?
I've been looking at the catalog in terms of going back. With Fallout being so big and renowned right now, I've kind of wanted to go back at 100% a Fallout game. I thought about doing New Vegas because that one's the one that gave me the middle finger whenever I got to the end and my fucking save file corrupted, so I never technically beat it. So, I mean, it'd kind of be interesting to go back.
A good game that I could throw out for you, and I know that I've played it before. I don't know if I've 100% at it, but maybe towards Halloween, or if you're really in a pinch, Undead Nightmare.
Undead
Red Dead.
Yeah,
Red Dead Undead
yeah,
Nightmare.
it's the like Halloween. It's like the zombie version of Red Dead Redemption. The only difference is like none of the shops are open, so you have to basically forage off of the people that you kill for ammunition and supplies and stuff. And then the further along you get one of the 4 horses of the apocalypse as your horse. So at the end of the game, you have Death, the horse, as your.
They're all pretty cool looking too. Like,
Yeah.
Famine has a bunch of like maggots and stuff like crawling off of it.
What I can say with that is I think there are multiplayer achievements, and I don't know how alive the servers
Oh,
are.
that is true. See, I was thinking about that because I wanted to see if you could get the spinning plates achievement.
Yeah, I think you shared that you have that, but I don't.
I do.
I just don't know how well the multiplayer servers are and whatnot. So I don't know if, I can really
if
go
they still
after 'em.
exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah, if they still exist, I wouldn't think they would exist for that game since that's about 2 or 3 games behind for Rockstar at least.
I mean,
Red
there's
Dead
been
2 came out.
Yeah.
GTA 5. I think GTA 4.
Yeah.
Did 4 come out
No,
after Red Dead 1?
Yeah.
5 did for sure.
I think 4 did though. I think 4 came out in like
The
2000.
OG Red Dead was 2010, right?
I feel like
Redemption or
Red Dead Redemption was
because there's Red Dead Revolver also.
Yeah,
which
that
is
was-
awesome.
that is a
which
thing.
well, that was for the original Xbox, and that was probably 06, I want to say. But yeah, that was probably 2010 because GTA 4 came out 08, and then they did Red Dead Redemption, and then yeah, probably GTA 5 and Red Dead 2. I don't know, did they have another Midnight Club too?
I'm sure Rockstar dropped something else, and we're just not thinking of it.
Well, Bully, I think that was
Yeah, Bully.
prior.
That might have came
And
out
then,
after Red Dead.
Tennis was another one. Or ping pong, sorry.
Oh, ping pong.
I was
I
like,
keep
what?
forgetting that a ping pong game.
I can't think of another
I want to
Rockstar game.
backtrack for a split though. Did anybody watch the Fallout series?
I did.
I have not.
Not yet either. What's your opinions on it?
I think this is the best TV series adaptation of a video game. That
Better than
Last of Us?
yes.
Last of Us is pretty good. I think there are some things that the show misses that the game kind of stays true to.
All right.
But Fallout kind of just throws you into the story and continues like the games. It's all canon. Like the show goes with the games. It hints at things. There's some things I didn't even remember about Fallout that the show kind of brought back to life. So I was like, this is fucking awesome. There's Easter eggs for all the big time players, and
Okay.
it's kind of interesting for people who never played Fallout 2 just to sit down and
A lot
watch.
of fan service kind of stuff.
Fallout
Yeah.
2 or 3 or
I think I meant
4?
Fallout as well.
The show portrays the 3rd game, the 4th game, and New Vegas in terms of how the 3 characters in the show go. I'm pretty sure Lucy is Fallout 4, Maximus is Fallout 3, and the Ghoul is New Vegas. I'm pretty sure that's how that lines up, but it's
Vincent Garvey popping in.
fucking
Oh, so this is like multiple storylines going on at once.
yeah, and they keep intertwining. It's so
Oh,
fucking neat.
let's
Interesting.
go. Yes.
I really don't think there was an episode where I wasn't at one point like, oh my god, what the fuck's about to happen? Every episode was exciting, kept you hooked. Like, it was really good.
See, I think with something like that, because Westworld had multiple storylines as well.
That's the Robot Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's produced or written by the same guys.
Sold.
Yeah.
Fucking sold. I still got to finish Twisted Metal. I have to watch all of Castlevania, and now I have to watch Fallout because I always feel like as a video gamer, I'm like, I should definitely at least watch either the movies or TV shows that are portrayed after video games. I'm like, I feel like I owe that to myself, but ever since the kids have taken over my television and are watching
Paw Patrol.
No, they're watching something worse. They're watching a show now. It's called Little Angels. It's like Coco Melon, but worse.
It's like Teletubby deafening.
Yeah, it's essentially, yeah, it's terrible. Like Coco Melon, at least the mom has a fat dumpy. Jesus. So,
That Pixar butt.
Yeah, any Disney Pixar movie, some female in the movie's got massive thighs and butt cheeks for some reason.
Lies that don't lies.
That's right.
the thighs, no lies. Any spare moment I'm doing is taken up by speed running and streaming. Before I get to mine, Andy, what's been going on with you?
Not much. We had inventory this week in the past, so I'm like
How?
absolutely deathly
How
dead.
did that go with your recent rash of people taking things?
Well, obviously there's a lot of missing product that
Oh, really?
were needed accounted for. So the stores that had the theft issues had some obviously money issues because now we're missing product and it's going to go against their inventory budget. Sorry, folks, that you don't get your bonus. I don't get mine either if you don't get yours. So. But half my other stores are really good. Actually, I'm like number 1 out of the 4 districts, which is pretty rad to talk about.
Nice.
So
That away.
Nice.
bonus points for that. Other than that, nothing major. Summer's kicking around, so I got a bunch of plans coming up. Chicago. Actually, we're going to Michigan this weekend to see Sum 41, so that's gonna be rad. And we're going to Chicago for my girlfriend's daughter's 10th birthday, and she's like mixed with Korean, so she wants to go see like Koreatown and stuff like that in Chicago. So we're gonna go
interesting.
spend some time out there.
By the way, for those of you who are listening to this at the end of May, we're recording this in the middle of April.
Yeah.
So we're a few weeks ahead.
Only because I got to edit all this, and this gives me time to take my vacation.
Yeah,
make
and,
sure
that,
the
and
episodes
that's
show up
yeah,
on
and that's
time.
like I was gonna say. So our happy time is gonna be dedicated to this week, but you're gonna be like, wait, that happened a fucking month ago. What the hell is going on here? But suck it up. I don't care. Awkward silence.
Yep. So I'm drinking some Dew Claw Sweet Baby Banana.
Nice.
It's a banana peanut butter porter.
Oh, that sounds good.
I can pass it down if you want.
I'd love if you passed.
I actually,
puff pass.
I actually might. I might take you up on that.
I always try to bring something different as much as I can.
Kind of gross.
Well, it tastes like peanut butter and banana.
A little gross.
That Elvis juice. Nope, we got
Not a
2
fan.
negatives, and
Not a fan
I
this
like
time.
it.
Not a fan this time.
Okay, the aftertaste, yeah, I can definitely taste it, but like,
For swig,
yeah, for a swig, it's like it's really bitter. It's bitter.
it's a stout.
Oh,
Well, I'm drinking Bud Light.
Yeehaw!
Ye doggy.
and I'm drinking Budweiser, the king of beers.
Oh.
Weldy, what's been new with you, buddy?
Hey, boy, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, I thought we just talked about one stuff.
Well, I did a little bit. I am in the middle right now of my 3 days in Retrothon. Shout out to the Retro Gaming Live TV on Twitch for letting me take over for 3 days. On Monday night going into Tuesday, I ran Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Jurassic Park. And let me tell you, it was one of the most fun things I've ever done while streaming because they had 500 viewers and the chat was just interactive. It wasn't like I was like, okay, well now you have to go to this wall here. There's a one pixel glitch. You can get through the wall. Like I told the story of how I pooped my pants at German Fest.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Yes, of course. I was like messing around to the point where I was actually overestimate for Jurassic Park, which is a big no-no. Well, the thing was, for the lulz, I decided to let the T-Rex eat me just once. And then we got to the end of the run. I would have been underestimate, but all I had to do was get 1 egg and walk 10 feet to the helipad, and I would have been gone. I got ran over by a Triceratops. And my nearest spawn point was all the way across the map.
Well,
So when I came back, I had to actually walk through the mountain again, down through the forest, get that egg again, and then go to the helipad.
did you get in trouble for going over?
No, I was only over like a minute or so, but it was a fun run. Some people use the word cozy. Like, oh, this is a very cozy stream kind of run. I had never been called that before.
I can see that. You are cozy. Yeah, big old teddy bear that everyone wants to sleep next to.
Sleep with? Everyone wants to sleep with him.
You could sleep next to me, but I sweat a lot. No, but it was fun. The chat was super interactive, and it was fun to get to know a few people. And thank you to them because they shouted me out quite a few times, and they got me over my 400 follower threshold that I've
Oh,
been
I was
sitting
about to
on.
ask. Did you some more followers and hit that?
Yeah,
Nice.
I actually got 7 followers that night. They were kind enough to be like, "Hey, Weldy's almost at 400," and it's just me talking to people. I was talking to people one on one.
Yeah, well, that's
and
what
so
streams usually are.
yeah, and I'm like, hey, trust me, if you like this is all I do. I'm serious about speedrunning, but I'm more serious about making this a good time. And then I ran Super Mario World All Switch Palaces, which I think it's time we put All Switch Palaces up on the shelf.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I need to I gotta start delving into different games, and I don't think I can keep doing that one for speedrunning events anymore.
why is that?
I feel like I've gotten too finicky with it. There's some stupid mistakes I was making, and I only stayed 13 seconds underestimate, but my PB is like 28:59. I gave them a 30-minute estimate.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I left myself a 1 minute leeway.
Yeah.
I didn't die during the run, thank God, but there was just a couple things that, like, my finger slipped here, and I ended up getting hit and had to go find another feather, and I ended up 29:47. So
Kind of close there.
yeah, I stayed 13. Now, the one I'm doing in a couple days is the one that I'm actually, out of all 3 of them, the one I'm least worried about, and that's the Streets of Rage 2 run.
Oh yeah, you've been kicking ass on that.
Yeah, because I actually PB'd twice in the past. I need to go back and warm up, and I need to find that 41-minute run and submit it, because if I submit that, then it will actually put me in at the top 30 in the world for normal, for Axel at that game. And then after that, I'm not going to really have any projects. I mean, there's a couple other speedrun marathons that they're throwing. They're having another marathon that I'm thinking about just throwing a couple runs at, but...
Maybe do Metroid for that one.
No. No.
You could do Contra.
Oh my god.
Dun, 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 dun.
Double no. Double no. We'll get to one that I probably think I could speed run, but it would take me a while. But before we get to actually talking about Contra, we're going to get to your guys' game this week.
I want to cut in. Did you advertise this podcast?
I advertised my bio that I could fill out for myself, and I put that I'm a father of 2 future speedrunners. I'm forklift certified, and in parentheses I put hold your applause, and co-host of the Retro Smash video game podcast, baby.
Nice. Better.
Hell yeah, I take care of you guys. You guys ready for this week's game?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So if you haven't noticed by now, Ricky will not be joining us this week. He is unavailable. Thinking about him at this time. But since we are not going to do our normal game, and there's only 2 of you, kids want to do a showcase showdown?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
What if we said no? Were you prepared for a no?
I wouldn't care.
Is it this or is it that?
No. It's
Showcase Showdown.
Yeah.
Get to
Okay. All right.
choose.
Never mind. Try it again. Go ahead. You do the song this week.
Sing it one more time again. I didn't edit the other one out, so I'm going to put this one in too. Showcase Showdown. Choose again.
Atta-way.
Love it.
Nice. Flip a coin.
I'm choosing middle.
You can't choose middle.
I have a whatever percent chance according to the one podcast.
Yeah.
It's like what, like less than a 1% chance.
It's about a 1% chance of getting it. Okay.
I want to ask before you flip the coin, what's the coin starting on top?
It was starting with heads on top.
I'm going to go with heads.
It is heads.
Very important question.
And you can see here, I asked Google to flip a coin for me. Okay. Are you kids ready?
No,
All right. Andy.
I said no.
Oh, good. Well, guess what?
I guess I win. Yeah, that was a fun
Yay.
game.
Bum, bum,
Well,
bum,
let's go on.
And this week's topic.
All right. Andy.
Yes.
Your showcase. Are you feel a little hungry? Maybe a little thirsty right now? A little peckish?
Always thirsty.
Yeah.
You
You
can
can see
always-
my Instagram page.
You can always... That's fair. You can always eat and drink, right?
Sure.
Sure. Well, you're in luck because your first showcase showdown here is all involved with food and drink. We're going to give you a sealed 8.5 graded copy of Burger Time.
Oh, okay. I already know where this is going because this just sold, and that thing sold for a bunch of money.
That was the 9.5. That sold for much money. This is an 8.5.
Oh, okay. So a little less.
Yeah, this is an
But
8.5.
Still sealed copy of Burger Time. Okay.
Yep, still graded NES copy of Burger Time. I'm going to give you a Tapper stand-up arcade cabinet.
Original?
Yeah, with the Budweiser on it.
Oh, boy. Okay. Man,
Yep.
We're up here now.
I am
boy.
going to give you a sealed copy of Panic Restaurant
I don't know
for
what
the
that is.
NES. It's one of the rarest games that you can get for the NES.
All right.
And I just happened to contact somebody on Reddit because they told me that they had an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile replica car
Man, holy
for sale.
this is
funky.
This is way up there.
I'm going to give you a hint. It's not as high as you would think it would be. So, the sealed graded NES copy of Burger Time, the Tapper stand-up arcade cabinet, the sealed copy of Panic Restaurant for the NES, and the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile replica car can be yours if the price is right. Do you want to bid, or would you like to pass?
I'm going to bid
You're going to bid.
$112,000.
Damn. God damn.
Woo! Wow. Okay.
I think I might win over. Can I change my...
I don't care. I'm not your dad.
Well, I didn't know how strict you were on
Man,
the
that
rules.
Oscar Mayer Wienermobile must be pretty pricey.
Well, it's an Oscar Mayer mobile. I mean, a car alone's dumb expensive anyways, but apparently not expensive. Okay, I'm going to change my price then, if I may. Apparently that was too high. I'm going to go with $52,000.
52,000. Okay. All right. Mitch, your showcase. Nice smoldering smile over there.
Thanks, baby.
All right.
I'm ready.
We don't have food or drink for you, but we got something better. Mitch, you and I, we're going to the movies, baby. Yeah, we're going to the movies because I got a pair of pinball machines for you. I have a 007 pinball machine.
You know I like that.
And I have a Jaws Pro pinball machine. And
really like
to
that.
top the whole thing off, from saberspro.com, I have an Obi-Wan replica lightsaber, a Darth Vader replica lightsaber, and a Mace Windu replica lightsaber.
Really? No Kylo Ren in there too. You might as well.
I didn't get that far. So, all 3 lightsabers and 2 pinball machines can be yours if the price is right.
I don't know shit about Star Wars. All right. I don't know how much a replica lightsaber could go for. Fuck.
$3.
$3, Bob. I'm gonna guess 35,617.
So you bid $35,617.
Sure did.
The actual retail price of your showcase, $20,207. You overbid by 15 grand.
I was gonna keep it in the 20s, but last time I was in the 30s.
The Obi-Wan lightsaber is $400.
Okay.
The Darth Vader one is $450, and the Mace Windu is $359.
All right.
And then both pinball machines each $9,500.
That's not too bad for a pinball
Yeah,
machine.
not bad. So Andy, you bid. What was your second bid? 52,000.
Yeah.
The actual retail price of your showcase, $18,493.99.
Wow.
For a difference of $33,506.01. You also overbid.
I win.
The sealed 8.5 graded copy of Burger Time, $12.99.
What? Oh my god.
And by $1,299.
Oh, okay.
No. $1,299. That was the sealed graded 8.5
Still, okay.
copy of Burger Time.
Because I think the other one went for like 10,000.
I think it was something like that. Well, actually, I went to the website where they sold it, and you had to create an account to know how much it sold for. And I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
not doing that in case I accidentally bid on something. The Tapper stand-up arcade cabinet, $6,595.
That's about what I was guessing.
The sealed copy of Panic Restaurant, $3,599, and I think this was the one
That's
that
what threw me off.
That threw you off. The replica Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, $7,000.
I'm gonna go buy that right now. I'll be my work car. I'll drive that bitch around Fort Wayne.
I could see that. I think I win.
No,
No,
you
you both went over. So
I
we
mean, I was
both lost.
closer.
So technically, Weldy won that one.
True.
Okay,
but-
hold on. Just to let you know, I'm going to pull up the article right here. Someone in Bakersfield, California apparently bought a replica of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile several years ago to use as their regular everyday car, and you may not be shocked to hear the quote, "The Wienermobile as a daily driver was a novelty and enjoyable for about a week. Now I suffer." So if you or anyone else you know has $7,000 to blow on a big plastic wiener, you can check out the listing. The listing says, "Hey all, I've got an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile replica for sale." Now, by the way, I did say replica. It says bought several years ago, had won several shows and many awards, currently has 110,400 miles, but will continue
Damn.
to rise as I use it for daily transportation work. Uses and runs wonderfully, just need a new car for work.
Obviously.
The Wienermobile as a daily driver has a novelty and enjoyable for about a week. Now I suffer.
That's awesome.
Why does he suffer? Unless there's like bad mileage, like you're filling it up every 10 minutes because it's not aerodynamic.
It's almost like driving a sim. Well, I don't know. Is the Wienermobile like aerodynamic?
Not really. It's just
How
driving
aerodynamic is a glizzy?
hot dog. Yeah.
I would say pretty aerodynamic.
All right, open your mouth. We'll find out.
Probably. I don't know. It's a big round hot dog with like a big round bun. You would think if you.
I've seen Sausage Party. I know this goes.
If you. That movie, absolutely garbage. That movie was hot garbage. It was funny.
The first 10 seconds.
Yeah, the first like 10 minutes of the movie, and then it was like, this is getting really
I've
weird.
never seen a food orgy. I don't think I ever want to see it again.
This is a mess. Speaking of adding to the mess, what's our subject this week, kids? We are talking about the Contra series. I guess recently the fine folks at Digital Eclipse put into a compilation about 6 to 8 of the best Contra games, including the OG Contra, Contra 2, Super C, the Alien Wars, Contra Corps, those kind of games. Like, how far did you guys ever get into any Contra game?
Well, Mitch gives me that look as though he's never played a single Contra ever.
Sure haven't, bud. Fuck you, Andy.
I don't know how far you got in the original one, if you ever beat it, but...
Oh no.
Oh, you're like beating a giant alien. You go inside the alien. It's all gross and goopy looking. And you're killing the aliens that are inside the alien. And then you get to the alien heart, pulsating, gross heart, and you're blowing that up. And then you win.
Oh, you actually beat the original Contra?
Yeah, you get the Contra code, Konami code. It's your 30
I guess
lives.
that's true.
And then you can zip right through that thing.
For me,
You're ripping away all my fun facts.
I feel like for me, Contra and Ninja Gaiden kind of go hand in hand because I don't think of them like if I'm sitting down to play a video game, I want something a little different. Every once in a while, I'll throw on Contra or I'm going to play Ninja Gaiden. And then I realize how impossibly difficult those games are. And that lasts about 5 to 10 minutes and I don't have the patience.
Well, that's the fun thing about that game is because it's a 2-player game. And that's why you have a sibling with you. Shout out, Ben. To have someone help you play that game. Because I don't think the difficulty increases, but it definitely feels like it's easier with 2 players because they're able to clear more of the screen out with the 2 people playing.
I also think that I play these games less. Like, I do like the Contra series because I liked Alien Wars, even though it's brutally difficult. Yeah. Like, getting to that first level, it's chaos. I love it, and then I play it, and then I hate it. And then I don't play it again for a while. And then I pick it up, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to mess around with tutorials. I don't want to mess around with any kind of lore. If I want to look up the lore, I'll look up later. Like, all I got to do is play the game in, hit start, and I'm shooting shit. Yeah. But unfortunately, it's crazy difficult.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo one for sure. And that's what made me drop playing the Contra games because it's like, man, this kind of sucks. I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah, I'm tired of getting my ass kicked every 10 minutes. But the thing with Ninja Gaiden and Contra is that they were so innovative in their own right that they have predecessors now that I think are more fun to play, but you couldn't have them without those kind of games. Mm-hmm. This isn't a Ninja Gaiden episode, but I'm using this as an example. Yeah. Without Ninja Gaiden, I don't know if you'd have a game like The Messenger.
Yeah, or a lot of those type games.
Yeah, or if you don't have Contra, you don't have the Contra version of Infernax,
which has
the Contra code.
Well, it has a Contra guy in there too.
Yeah, and you play as the Contra guy in there, and it's great because instead of upgrading, because like in the normal Infernax game, you upgrade your sword and your weapons and stuff, but in the Contra version of Infernax, you actually upgrade your bullets. And your armor, you visibly see it, but it's just your tank top changes colors.
Nice.
And I am currently 4th in the world out of 4. But so when I think about Contra, I think about playing the Infernax hand in hand. I feel like that's more fun to play. It's not the same thing, but it's like diet caffeine free Contra, and it's not as brutally difficult.
So Vampire Survivors just released the Contra character as well. I've only played a little bit of Vampire Survivors. It's kind of like a top-down dual joystick kind of shooting game.
Go on.
You pick up things that help you out to kill the demons and monsters faster.
Is it like Hotline Miami?
No. Well, it's from that same perspective. But but you're a vampire killer guy and you're killing Frankensteins and stuff like that. But there's like 8-bit little tiny dot creatures.
Oh.
You're just going around.
Oh, that's cool.
Killing stuff. It's pretty rad.
Nice.
But they just added a Contra dude in there.
I'll have to add that to the list of games I'm probably not going to play until I'm in the nursing home. Thanks for
It's free.
At least it's on the fucking thing.
That's on mobile too, if you ever. So you can download it and.
Ew, gross.
Well, whatever. If you're sitting there on the toilet and got nothing to do besides read articles, you can play Vampire Survivors for 5 minutes.
What you mean? You mean you don't peruse through Reddit and Twitter when you're on the toilet? You don't listen to the Retro Smash video game podcast while you're on the toilet? What's the matter with you?
Driving.
Oh, that's for driving. I got you.
It's for drive-bys. This is the retro pow 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 pow.
What is some of your favorite Contra games? Because I've played a handful. I haven't played them all, but I have played a handful enough to know what like some of my favorites were. And then I have a Game Rant has the every Contra game ranked on here.
I've only played the original OG one for the NES, Super Contra or Super C, and then there was one on the Super Nintendo. I can't remember the name of.
Alien Wars. I think you and I have played the exact same trio because I played the original Contra, even though they've had a few newer ones. They just released Galuga recently, and I've been wanting to buy it, but it's like $40. It's still $40. I'm waiting for the price to come down on that so I can buy it, and I'm so excited because I want to try it. Between all the collections I have, and like I got the Castlevania collection, I got the Super Nintendo and the Sega collections for the Switch. And if you can tell, I'm a cheap ass. So what I do is I buy all these games like, I can get 15 games in one. Well, sign me up. And they're old school because what's better than buying a game once? Buying it again when you're 34 and having it at your fingertips. But I bought that collection and I finally almost made it past the first level on Alien Wars.
Okay. So I didn't much care for that one. We rented it one night. I was like, this is not Contra. This kind of blows.
I feel like it was. I mean,
it was enough, but not Super C and the original Contra where it's just a full run and gun, do backflips and whatever else.
Mm-hmm. All right. Game Rant. Every Contra Contra game ranked. Number 15, C, the Contra Adventure. It's the earliest game in the series, easiest game in the series, not earliest. I can't read because I haven't slept in a couple days. 14, Contra Legacy of War, Sega Saturn. 13, Contra Rogue Corps. Says it came out for PC, PS4, Switch, and Xbox One. Most recent title. Number 12, Contra Force, 5th in the series. One of the earliest Contra titles. Had a lot to live up to. Unfortunately, ended up being the worst, so at the time it was released for the NES in October of 92. Number 1, Neo Contra for the PS2. Number 10, Contra Rebirth, a memorable Contra entry on the Wii. Number 9 was Operation C. I think that's one of them that's on the 6 or 8 pack. It came out for the Game Boy Color and Game Boy in 91. Number 8, Contra 4. It was our foray onto the DS back in 2007. Number 7, Contra Shattered Soldier, Konami's return to the series, October 22, 2002. And number 6, Contra Operation Galaga. I think it said Gulaga earlier, but we're going to pretend I didn't do that. We're going to pretend I said actually Operation Galaga. It was released March 12th, 2024. Konami, this is me coming to you. Can you just do a quick sale where it's like $10?
That newest one that you just mentioned looks like the old school 2D side scroller.
Yeah. Considering it's only been 4 years since Rogue Corps, the Contra series is practically on a comeback relative to its 9-year-long absence in the previous decade. Game Rant calls it a soft reboot of the franchise, even as it drives Contra brand into the future. Yeah, the Contra Operation Galaga is a modern attempt to revitalize the franchise, and Contra 3 Alien Wars, widely considered the peak of the franchise. There's no gamer today that hasn't at least heard of the Contra series. Run and gun shooter series is a staple and an innovator in the genre.
Yes. One of the original run and gun games, besides Neo Geo, the Metal Gear Slug series.
So I have been looking at the Metal Gears for the Neo Geo. You can buy them and download them for like the Xbox. Maybe there you go, Mitch. 100% some of the Neo Geo games. I think there's like achievements for those.
There's a ton of those games too.
Oh yeah,
definitely Metal Gear for sure. It's super rad.
I never got into the Metal Gears, but with the Neo Geo, I got into King of Fighters. I think King of Fighters 98 was the one I got, and then I really got into Neo Geo Big Tournament Golf. I love that game. Player one, first shot.
I gotta sing the song Neo Geo, Neo Geo. Some old YouTuber dude, Keith Apicary. He goes by Dad or something now. He was in the boxing match not too long ago with Ian. What the hell's his name?
Summerhold?
No, not the guy from Vampire Diaries. And he has the pink leotard on.
Oh,
whatever. I'll just edit all this out. But
You have a lot of editing to do, but
it's just funny because that's a sentence. It's like, hey, you remember when this YouTuber got into a boxing match with the other YouTuber that wears the pink leotard? I think if you said that to a kid back in the medieval times, they'd have a stroke.
they would just die right then. They'd be like, "That's it."
I think if you did that and you gave one of those kids a warhead, if I had to travel back to the 1600s and I bought a pocket full of warheads, I could be king in a day. Warheads or 3D Doritos. If I had either one of those, I could take over half of Europe in a heartbeat. This is your future, and it's gonna blow your mind, literally.
Try this, kid. They're like all fucking sour pucked face. I'm like, you'd either be king or you'd be pissing off a lot of people, and they'd be wanting to fight you.
That's fine. I just hit the executioner. Do you have any last words? Both of these nuts. And then here comes the blade. Nice.
edit in content cop iDubbbz. He had a boxing match.
Oh, iDubbbz.
Thank you.
There we go. Number 5 was the OG Contra. February 20th, 1987. And then number 4, Super Contra, or Super C, if you will, for the NES in 1988. Number 3 was Hard Corps Uprising for the PS3 and 360. Number 2 was Hard Corps for the Genesis, which is on there. And number 1 was Contra 3 Alien Wars, probably one of the most difficult games I have ever played.
Which gun did you prefer? The spread, the laser, the machine gun?
Dude, I'm terrible at those games. Give me a spread gun.
Yes.
Yes, because I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily the weapon of choice, although I did watch a Contra 3 speedrun at the gym. They played it on hard, deathless,
Damn.
in like 16 minutes. I'm like, okay,
Damn.
this game can be beat in 16 minutes, and I learned it has a different difficulty level. Sign me up. I might actually
All
go
right.
back and play this one easy.
Sign it up. Let's go.
Hey, you know what? It's, I mean, I definitely would. Knowing that it's on easy, it's like, yeah, I want to play a run and gun shooter, but I just don't want to keep getting the shit kicked out of me.
Well, you gotta learn.
No, I know, but it's like sometimes you don't want to go through tutorials or you don't want to learn over. You just want to pick up a game and kick some ass. Splatterhouse is that way. Gears of War is that way.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you don't want to go through all the rigmarole of all the shenanigans. You just want to pick up a gun or you just want to pick up a knife and you just want to stab something. You have a whole lot of series that are action oriented like this. Like you want to get the boys together and you just want to shoot some stuff and you want to be awesome. And I'm trying not to use the word manly, but I want to like very testosterone fueled games. But when you're looking for that, like where does that fall? Like do you put it up there with like Metal Gear?
I personally think it's on the same line as most beat 'em ups like Double Dragon or Battletoads.
Ooh. Okay.
Only because of the 2-player section of it. Or Streets of Rage, another one.
Yeah. So you're looking at more of the 2-player aspect as opposed to
Yes.
just being, okay, I can get with that. You don't have to be masculine to play the games, but like in 1987, they're trying to reach out to,
Oh, yeah, obviously.
they're trying to reach out to boys
Yes.
and be like,
But Double
hey,
Dragon for sure.
play
because
this game.
It still had the Schwarzenegger stuff. Well, even Metal Gear had the original Terminator, not Schwarzenegger, the main character from the original Terminator 1 on the front cover. Kyle Reese.
3, 2, 1. Kyle Reese. Yeah, that's who you're talking. Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Okay, I got you. It just came to me. I get it. It's funny you bring that up because I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd.
I love it.
And he said that you could obviously tell that the original games were very heavily influenced by movies like Alien, Predator, Terminator, just stuff like that.
Well, just the cover alone.
Rambo.
has Rambo and
Rambo and
Arnold
Schwarzenegger from
Terminator.
from Predator.
Predator on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
And the alien from Aliens.
That's got to be one of the greatest covers to a video game
Yes.
ever.
Oh, yes.
Right? Like you're walking through the store and you see that and you're like, holy shit,
Yes.
this is going to be great.
And it was.
Happy time, people.
Fuck you. What about my fun fact?
Oh, god damn it. Okay. All right.
Piece of
Here we go. We're going to edit that out. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Mitch, since we're definitely not editing this all back in,
Edit.
yeah, do you want to give us some cool, fun facts about Contra?
I'd love to. I'm going to name all of them, even though you guys kind of touched on them. Originally, it was a coin-operated game in 1986, but released in February 20th of 1987. Contra was chosen as the name because the symbols in Japanese sounded out Contra. One of the few games where the home port is more famous than the arcade ports.
Okay, that's arguable, though.
Street Fighter 2 for sure.
Okay,
is-
Street Fighter 2, the home port was... You always knew one of your friends had Street Fighter 2, and that's where you always congregated. But anyway, go on.
All good. In the UK and other countries, the human characters were ported out for robots in the late Probotector, the NES port in Germany. We touched on this, but I'm going to share it anyway. In the game, if you use the Konami code, instead of your natural 3 lives, you get your 30. So you're up, down, left, right, BA, start. This one, everyone probably fucking knows this, but we're going to share it anyway. Bill, or the blue guy, is modeled after Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator 1987, and Lance / the red guy is modeled after Sylvester Stallone in Rambo First Blood Part 2, 1985. Those are my fun facts. Now you can go on to your happy trails or happy time, you piece of shit.
Happy time, people. Happy 42nd anniversary Pitfall for the 2600, released for sale in North America by Activision. Happy 35th birthday to the OG Game Boy. Happy melancholy happy trails to Prince, passed away 8 years ago on April 21st, 2016 at the age of 57.
8 years ago. Wow.
And I'm not saying, but gestures broadly at the world. Nothing's been right since. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
We lost hope and we lost cash and we lost.
We did. More recent melancholy happy trails to Dickie Betts, the singer, guitarist, and co-founder of the southern rock band Allman Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, passed away at 80. He was known for Ramblin' Man. He was a countrified guitar style on his own, an inspiring character in Almost Famous. And 31 years ago, happy anniversary, Walker, Texas Ranger, starring Chuck Norris and Clarence Gilliard.
Such a good show.
Yeah, premiered 31 years ago, April 21st, 1993 on CBS.
Are you doing this Steven Seagal thing? 2004, Steven Seagal released a dance hall song called Strut, in which he sings a fake Jamaican accent, and his first line is, "We manda punani."
We manda punani. Did you ever listen to that?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I never listened to any of those.
Oh my god, it's so catchy.
God.
And finally, happy trails to ever eating a Big Mac ever again. A UK woman left her Big Mac out for over a year, was astonished after the sandwich looked as good as new, with leafy green lettuce, a soft bun, and not a speck of mold. She's a medical herbalist over in the UK. She says, unbelievable that the Big Mac has stood the test of time, in a caption to the everlasting Heartstopper. Yeah, she reportedly kicked off her experiment on February 2nd of last year by leaving McDonald's iconic double-decker nosh on a plate with fries to see how it would change over time. Fast forward to a year and 3 weeks later, and the Mac looked as if it was placed in a high-octane hyperbaric chamber.
Yes, preservatives. Delicious.
Oh, yummy. Yummy. Speaking of yummy, Mitch, where can they find you?
You can find me at Liquidukes at twitch.tv. I will be streaming more in the mornings now because my job said, congratulations, you're on second shift. So
Boom, 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 boom.
if you want to catch my streams, get up, watch me. Andy,
Get down
get down.
with the sickness.
Get down with the
Get up,
sickness.
get down. Go, jump around. Jump.
That just took a whole 180. Andy, where can they jump into your life?
You can jump right into me, baby. Send us some emails at retrosmashed@gmail.com. You can follow me on the twitterx.com at the Andy Abides if you want to. Since Mr. Ricky's not here, I'll flash his stuff real quick. Follow him at the Afro King on YouTube, and I don't remember his Twitter account. Afro King.
I think it's Afro King 89.
89.
89.
Yeah.
Okay, on Twitter.
I know, I was trying to think of it too. If you weren't going to do it, I was going to, and I had to think of it off the top of my head.
We also have a YouTube channel, the Retro Smashed. Follow us on there. We also are on TikTok. Follow us on there. We're also on Patreon. Follow us on there.
We're on TikTok for only a little bit longer until they find somebody else to buy it.
China.
China.
The Chinese chicken.
Well, you have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking. We're watching X-Files with no lights on. We're all amazed on. I hope the Smoky Man's in this one. Like Harrison Ford, I'm getting frantic. Like Stingham Tantric. Like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did have a samurai, make it inside the bed to cut the other kind would tighten up so that my eyes would always fly out the back swing.
Also follow us on Twitter at retro_smashed for all of our updates and some stupid memes. Weldy.
Yes.
Where are you at, buddy?
Where can you find the
slumping.
abortion meds?
I'm slumping. Can we not use that? Can you bleep out that word, by the way?
Okay.
Just bleep it. Leave the rest in there.
Yes.
Yeah, leave the rest in, but just bleep out that
Everyone's
word.
going to be like, this is why my mom fucked me.
my
My mom should have fucked me.
That's why my mom bleep. You can find me at twitch.tv/WeldyTime. You can find me on Twitter at WeldyTime1. And you can find me in all of my old speedruns at YouTube at WeldyTime there as well.
Wahoo.
Yay!
Yippee.
All right. Well, for all of us here at the Retro Smash Video Game Podcast, good night, Canada.
Get the fuck out.
Keep your stick on the ice.
You are on one tonight.
Go outside and play.
You are on
Get
one.
outside. How about that?
Catch me outside.
All right, cry. Even though, damn it. Are you all right over there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame I'm gonna blame that first one on you. Andy's just looking over at you.
Yeah, look at that.
I can't wait for all the burps at the end of the episode.
That's more that you cut with off, and I got to figure out how to edit the fucking belch out.
No, keep it in. Just cut it, put it at the end. Just cut my burp right there.
We haven't played it. It's super hard. I don't have patience to play it, and yeah. Then we got, once we edit out the burps, we have an
gonna be
hour.
at the end.
We have an hour and 4 minutes, and once we edit out the burps, we're only gonna have about 56 seconds.
Yeah, whatever.
I just want to accomplish at the end. I just want to like.
I'm going to put it at the end.
Just me. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna fuck it.
Damn it! NASCAR.
Oh my god.
Good Lord.
We gotta edit these out.
Please keep them in.
I'll keep on the first one in.
Just
No,
keep all of them
no.
at the end. Just like the last like 30 seconds of those fucking.
just me going, hey, edit this out.
And then another burp.
There.
And then me just going, I'm fucking it.